Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. My name is Max, and I'm back with another Pioneer League. I just played this deck through a league right before this on stream, twitch.tv/Snapbolt Games. So you can go check that out on my YouTube channel again, if I didn't say so, youtube.com/Snapbolt. But we're going to play it again. We've made some changes since the last league. This is Mono Green Devotion. We basically are just a ramp deck, try to make a bunch of Devotion for Nykthos, play Cavaliers, play a bunch of Storms. I'm not going to go through a detailed deck here because I just did that in the last league. So again, you can check that out on my YouTube channel. But this deck is sweet. We just played one league. It went pretty well. It was fun. Getting back into Pioneer, so I'm just still feeling it out. Let's just go right into round one. Let's go. All right, round one against it's Shoop. Would you like to play first? Yes. I'll keep this like kind of sus hand. We don't have a one drop, but we have two drop, three drop. We have double Nykthos. We have double Wolfo as well. So any payoff we can get to relatively quickly. We have a turn three troll. Again, you're not always going to have one of your 8 mana accelerators. Sure, of course you want either, you want one of your 12 one drops if you can, but I think keeping like standard sixes like this is fine. There's a lot of good draws. Like any top end that we draw from here, we get to pretty quickly. So I just feel like that this is worth it. Okay, we're against combo, so it's kind of rough, but I still like our position, this hand. Of course. Still think we play Wolfo this turn. Maybe playing Llanowar was correct, but I think just playing the 2 mana spell is solid. Okay. I can just ignore Llanowar entirely and go Wolfo into Troll to get some more pressure down. Then I make a ton more mana if I draw like a payoff next turn as well. If I had played Llanowar, I would have had 4 mana. I go Wolf Willow. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I could have gone double Wolf Willow into Troll this turn if I had Llanowar last turn, but went for the Wolf Willow line. Got kind of punished. So I guess at this point I'm just ignoring Llanowar. So I lost out on like maybe a damage next turn, but I think it's okay. Stacking my Wolf Willows, I guess, is also a little bit risky if they besage me. Sylvan Scrying for Lotus Field, play it. Yep. It's pretty sweet how that deck uses Sylvan Scrying pretty well. Alright, well, we just have nothing going on. So I go Nykthos, Elf, Elf, use Nykthos, crack 1, back for 4. This game is not feeling like one that we're likely to win, but maybe if we draw like a Karn or a Cavalier or a Storm next turn, we have a chance. Oh yeah, Besaju only hits non-basics. Good point, Spikes. Alright, they make 1 mana. They Sylvan Scrying for Thespian Stage, and then they make a second Lotus Field, probably. Now they can threaten to like pour over the pages pretty quickly as well. I wonder if they're going to try to keep going off right now. I don't think they even need to. It's not like we're doing anything. We have one card in hand. Maybe I should have just mulliganed, but of course I didn't know the matchup also. Kiora. Kiora actually doesn't really do anything either. So I go play Kiora, because why not? I guess I'm just going make a 2-2, untap this, make a 2-2 with Nykthos, attack with everything. That's all I can do. Then don't even play Nykthos. We'll see if not playing the Llanowar costs us the 1 damage. They're at 8. We have lethal, so I don't think me messing up and not playing Llanowar on turn 2 over Wolfwillow really is what mattered. I think it's just like we were a turn 2 slow from the hand we kept most likely, but they also have to combo right here. It's not guaranteed that they can. Pour into pour, yeah. It's still so funny to me that this card is good. 5 mana, sorcery, draw 3, discard 2. Or draw 3, discard 1. I know you get to untap the lands, which is why they play it, but it's just so funny. We should be just super, super dead. DJ Meister, yo. Happy you could make the stream. We're just dying here in game 1 to Lotus Field. They're going to triple pour after already triple pouring, so cast 6 pour over the pages. And 2 hidden strings. So I guess they just play Lear now. Kind of makes sense. I mean, the card's really good. Oh, they played that hidden strings from hand. So they literally have infinite mana. They can just cast Omniscience too. If they have it. White mana. Are they going to play Approach? Do they have that main? Oh, granted. Maybe for Approach. Yeah. And then they just go pour, pour, approach. Okay, we're dead. Awesome. I played some Evoke in Flicker a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna play some more Pauper and Paper soon, as well as some Modern too. Maybe some Pioneer too in Paper. Play it all. All right. I think we don't sideboard. Run it back. Sylvan Curated seems pretty bad in the deck. It like doesn't attack. Sure, it adds mana, but I feel like there could be something else we could play. Lost a quick one there. Let's go game 2. I'll snap keep this. And looks great. I guess I should have led layer. Doesn't matter, I don't think. All right. So I can go Kiora into Oath. I can go Wolfwillow into Wolfwillow. That's probably best. And then next turn Kiora. I'll just put them on the basic. Wolfwillow here, then Wolfwillow here. I guess I could have led on Oath to hit a land, but I kind of want to hit a spell off this Oath. I know it creates other color, it creates black mana for the combo, but I still think it's like mediocre. I guess it's fine. Again, I could have gone Oath first, hit a land, and then had more mana, but not sure that that's correct. I can Oath next turn. There's Curated we were talking about. 3. Guess I just lead Oath here. Maybe I should have played this to have more mana. Right, there's Cavalier. Do I want another land or do I want Cavalier? I think I want Cavalier because I can hit Nykthos off that. Kiora. Untap. 1 mana short of playing this. Maybe if we had hit a land off this last turn, but then I guess we wouldn't have it. So tough to say. Oh, that was weird. I was clicking too fast. Okay. So the opponent's probably just going to play a Lotus Field this turn, is my guess. They also have Grazer that could be bad. Probably gonna get Thespian Stage here. They do. Play Lotus Field, sack the 2 lands. Okay. So I already have a lot of mana. Do I take like the high roll and do I just play Storm the Festival? Or do I just play Cavalier first? If I tap Elvish Mystic plus this land plus a layer, Cavalier. If I don't hit exactly Nykthos, I can't play Storm, but I can easily storm into 2 good threats. I think I just stormed the festival without playing a land and without using Kiora. Because I could hit Nykthos off this just as easily. So I think I like just like tapping like this, play Storm, try to essentially combo right now. All right. Well, there's Nykthos and Old Growth Troll. There's a Boseiju that I could potentially get back at some point. Also, if I Old Growth Troll, I get to draw a card. I think I want to just go Nykthos Troll. Okay, then I get to draw. There's Oath of Nissa. That's actually really good. I haven't even played a land yet as well. So let's untap Wolf Haven, play Oath of Nissa, and then add mana with Nykthos. There's a Karn. Definitely want to get Karn, because that can find hate pieces. So we get Karn. And then we go add a bunch of mana. We have 9 mana. I can't quite Karn into the thing that makes their spells cost 2 more. I'm 1 mana short. But if I go Cavalier, that's just so risky to go Cavalier. I have 10 mana. I have 10 mana because I can play Forest. Okay, then we're just going play Forest, play Karn, get the thing that makes their spells cost 2 more, and play it. That makes it pretty hard for them. Yeah, Ronaldo, thanks. I must have just seen it as you probably already typed it, so you probably saw it similar times, or you probably saw it before me. And now next turn, I don't necessarily get to do anything too crazy. I mean, I can just Karn minus, play Cavalier, make infinite mana, maybe actually go infinite, so I guess I can. Oh, they can cycle. Okay. That gets around this. That's pretty cool. The Thespian Stage copy. Still going to be tough. Every single spell costs 2 more. It's hard for them to really make mana with that in play. They copy it. They can't play a spell right now. I guess they could Boseiju the God Pharaoh statue. I think they're trying to play a spell, but maybe they forgot about this. Yeah, that's what it seems like. All right. So I guess we can just probably kill them with Lair of the Hydra. No reason to mess around with anything. I mean, I guess I can Cavalier kind of for free. I can Cavalier, and then in response to the trigger, I can make mana with Nykthos, and then, well, then I have to untap this layer. Maybe I just don't need to mess around with this. Like I said, I can just go mana, 10 mana. All right, let's just not mess around. Untap Nykthos. and then just layer them. Could have done something cool, probably, but I guess this is just better. Make an 18-18. Attack. Okay, going game 3. Nice interactive match we've had so far. Run it back. Let's go game 3. All right. Let's go. We got this. Snap keeping this. Oh, I thought that this was a layer of the Hydra. Oh no. Oh no. I totally thought this was a layer of the Hydra. The dangers of a snap keep. Oh no. Oh man. I was like layer into elf into oath into green source. Oh my god. That was just a mistake. They got Museju. Opponent's probably like, what is going on? That this is bad. For anybody new watching, I promise I usually play better than this. That happened. I mean, that can happen to anybody. I'm trying to play too fast because I didn't want this league to be too long. And then I just thought a card was a different card. Yeah, that's exactly the case. Opponent thinks I kept an Incredible Greed hand, or I'm just really bad, most likely. They have mana up too. They can both Seiju might nick those, sure. So I probably want to just play an elf this turn. It would be crazy if we can win this game. Don't think that's going to be the case. There goes stage. They're just taking their time now because they can. Brutal. Let's go Haven here, and then probably go Elf Elf. I guess I can go Oath into Forest into Elf Elf. So maybe we come back still. Didn't get there. Tried to go for the higher upside line. I should have also played Llanowar. Yo, Pumpkin Queen, what's up? Just came just in time for the punt. Yeah, I think we're so likely dead here with them having double Lotus Field. Okay, they're starting with Shimmer, but they can go untap land into pour over the pages maybe. That was a big tilt, that keep. Oh, nobody to blame but myself. Grazer, they're not really doing anything. They're doing nothing. Okay, okay. Man, we really needed to hit a land off that oath. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 devotion right now. I can play 2 more Elvish Mystics for free and then make 6 mana, then Kiora, then untap Nykthos. I guess they can respond with Boseiju on Nykthos at some point. I think that's fine if they do. Let's go Llanowar. Elvish Mystic. Add 6. Fiora. Untap the Nykthos. Add mana. Go up to 8 mana. Start with Cavalier or start with Old Growth Troll? Start with Cavalier. Draw Fiora. Cavalier trigger, get layer, and then just play Old Growth Troll pass. Try to kill next turn. If we can. I get to draw off Old Growth Troll as well. Could have played these 2 mana things, but I think drawing a card right now is better. Land, Llanowar, go. So if we find a Karn somehow, I can like Karn, kill this, kill with layer maybe, or just fully combo if they don't combo, but looks like we might be getting comboed. Strings, 4 cards left. We know that one of their cards is Beseiju. They have 4 cards only. Peer into the Abyss, draw half their deck. Yeah, that does it. There we go, Pumpkin Queen. We might be losing, but at least we're still winning with the puns. I mean, there's no possible way they fizzle with 20 to 24 cards in hand. I think we can just pack it in. That was my bad, chat. Deserve the 0-1 there. We're better than that. I rushed it. Opponent really didn't do that much that game. I felt like if I just had any reasonable hand that wasn't just like discard a card on turn 2, do nothing, we would have had a good chance to win there. So definitely my bad. Everybody makes mistakes though. Got to just stay positive here. We'll go game 2. All right. Round 2. Let's see if we can play a little bit better here. Would you like to play first? Yes. We're against Darth Amis. Look at our hand. We have 1 land. Actually 1 land this time. We're on the play. This hand is pretty high upside too. I'm going to try it. This maybe is the mulligan as well, but I'm on purpose going to try this 1-lander here. If we rip land, this hand's incredible. If we don't, it might be fine anyway. Ooh, we're against the mirror, most likely. Okay, well that was a fine rip. Now what are we playing next turn? Definitely the mirror. Okay. Nykthos. Hmm. I'm just 1 mana short of going like Old Growth Troll, activate Nykthos. I can do something weird, like I can go like Karn, get Treasure Vault, play Treasure Vault. I can just go Old Growth Troll, pass. I can go Nissa, untap, Forest, attack, pass. I think then play Nissa is the best. interesting also to get Grafdigger's Cage and play it so they can't storm the festival. I have 5 mana. This hand certainly could have been a mole. So I think if I'm Carning, I'm getting Cage. I think I want to just Nissa. And then maybe I even just make the Nykthos a creature, attack with Nykthos, because then I actually... Well, I can untap the Nykthos next turn with the Nissa to make even more mana. Alright, let's just Nissa. Just have to make a decision here. I mean, this hand still worked out okay. We missed our land drop, but we still turn 3 Nissa'd. It's not like it's like we're having a bad hand. I guess we did rip a mana producer, but our position in the game isn't that bad. They get Karn, they can play Karn, but that's not even that good here. They also have to kind of tap out for it, leaving Karn kind of exposed. They make 4 mana. Storm the festival. Yep. See what they hit. Cavalier and Lair, sure. Can Needle Lair. Can't Needle Nykthos because that's a mana ability. Can Meteor Golem kill this potentially? So I think I start my turn with tap these 3, play Old Growth Troll. Then I can activate Nykthos. Then I can untap Nykthos. I think that's just got to be the line. This like puts the most stuff in play and makes the most mana. Oh, this is a Besaju. I thought this was another layer. I can't even tell with these like look so similar. So now I Nykthos here. 8 mana. I can play Troll, untap Nykthos. Then I have 5 mana floating. And then I use 2 to activate Nykthos again. So I go down to 3 mana, and then I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 devotion. So I go up to 13 mana. That's just what I do. Troll. Untap. I guess I can play Llanowar as well. It's free. Make green mana. 14 mana. Karn. And what's the best thing I can get? Just Meteor Golem on Cavalier? It's not even that good. Takes their devotion down a lot though. Obviously can't get the Immortal Sun. Chariot's not quite good enough. I have no cards in graveyard to cauldron anything back. So I think I have to just get Golem. Blow this up, pass. Hope that's good enough. I guess they can just put a Storm the Festival back on top of their deck though. I still had to kill that because otherwise they just have too much mana. And this way, if they just tap out for Storm and don't have a very good hit, I'm still okay. Could I have played this elf after the first troll and made one more mana? I guess it doesn't even matter. And then next turn, depending on what happens, I guess another line could have been getting the Sky Sovereign that turn, but I felt like killing the 5/6 was better right now. They play another Cavalier. Shit. They get a Forest. They've been nothing that crazy. Then they play another Storm the Festival. Yep. They have 2 cards in hand. This deck is pretty insane. They got Nissa plus Old Growth Troll, so they could untap their Nykthos now and then flashback Storm the Festival. If we get super lucky, we could somehow kill them. But it's not looking that likely. They're just going to flashback Storm most likely here, I'd say. They have 13 mana. This deck is pretty crazy. Opponents in the tank, I suppose. Not sure what they're thinking about. Maybe they're thinking if they should play flashback Storm or do something else. Yep. They flash it back. I think just mono green or mono green devotion, yeah. Now they're deciding what to take. Yora, they can actually untap Nykthos, keep going here. If they have another Storm the Festival in hand, it gets really nuts. They have 15 mana. They can play and flashback another Storm and then likely combo us. Karn. What do they get? Meteor Golem? Or do they have something better? Okay, so they go for Cauldron. What do they get back? Karn plus Nykthos. So they can keep doing that infinite now. And then if they have a way to make black mana, we lose. On the last one, they can't, they don't have it yet, right? Because they just keep doing this, but they don't have black mana yet. They got Sky Sovereign this time. They're just gonna Sky Sovereign kill Meteor Golem or something, or kill Karn. Oh, kill Nykthos. That makes more sense. They have carried it for black, but they don't have any untaps. Yeah. Actually, crazy. I can just get the Immortal Sun now because I can't really beat their all their planeswalkers. So I think I have to do that. I also don't really have attacks right now either. I think that's all I can do. Can I go Get Pestilent Cauldron, Restorative Burst, get back Nykthos. That doesn't actually help me. Can go Sky Sovereign, kill your Karn. But yeah, I think I just need to the Immortal Sun here. Let's do it. 1, 2, untap. Minus Karn. Pretty crazy if we can win this game. Get the Immortal Sun. I might want to actually use one of these to chump, so I'll just tap like this, play this, and pass the turn. Nobody can activate Planeswalkers. They can't activate Sky Sovereign, actually. All my things are +1/+1, and I'm drawing extra cards. Okay. I like this. My trolls are 5/5s. They have tons of mana and a layer of the Hydra. But again, I'm drawing an extra card per turn, and all my creatures get +1/+1. Crazy game. So the text says blocked by the Immortal Sun. This says from Karn, activated abilities can't be activated. And this says blocked by the Immortal Sun. Interesting. Okay, they make 14 mana. They're probably just making a big layer. And then I'm just going to chump it. I'll just chump with Elvish Mystic. Yeah, that does feel pretty bad for the opponent. Like, if it was like Blue Eye Control or something, or even in this, just blocked by the Immortal Sun, it's like, damn, that does feel pretty bad. They're making it even bigger with by tapping their elves. I don't know if they want to do that. I mean, I'm just gonna chomp. I don't want to go to like 1. This doesn't have trample. They could Vivian. Sick. We have a lot of good draws as well. They're attacking Karn. I don't want them to be able to activate this. So let's jump. Okay. There's a Kiora. Doesn't do anything. Can't be activated, but I can draw cards off of it potentially. Definitely want to play it. Opponent's taking a long time here. Play Kiora. Oh, my spells cost 1 less to cast. Forgot about that. Just not going to attack. They have a 5/6. Can't activate Nissa or Karn or Kiora, so no play here from us. Just F6 and then F6 their turn. I'll plan to just chump layer again. Again, I can't like I don't have enough power and toughness to really multi-block it, but I think I'm fine just blocking with one of my elves. The Oath of Nissa into what? Cavalier, that was the best hit. That's what I did not want to see. I need to hit, we need to hit like our own Cavaliers. They're drawing extra cards. Jeez. A Cavalier into Overgrown Tomb, sure. Then they can nick those layer of the Hydra. Sick. Hey, Pumpkin Queen, thanks for subbing a couple months in a row. Really appreciate it. Opponent is playing loose. You might say they're being cavalier with their plays. Yeah. You might say that. Taking some pretty thorny lines. 1919, probably still attacking Karn because they want to be able to activate their Sky Sovereign. Let's just chump with this one. It was only 19. I wonder if I could have like thrown everything in front of it. I just don't think I want to do that. Anything. Oath. That's something. Cavalier. Nick those. I mean, I guess I take it over Llanowar. F6. We're still in a pretty decent position here. We're like somewhat locking the opponent out of the game, and we're drawing 2 cards. We just need to find our Cavaliers. They're spending a lot of clock also just like activating layer. I guess if they find a Vivian or something, we lose, but they're just making a lethal layer and making us chump. It's not even that bad considering we have this. What a funky game. All right, let's just chump. Draw 2. F6. They do have the Abyss right now, just making us lose a creature every turn, but we'll hit something eventually, right? Old Growth Troll is a redraw. Cavalier of Thorns is just a big body. We can hit our own layers as well. Also, maybe, I mean, we're still drawing 2 a turn. Maybe they just mill out if they can't kill us, because eventually we hit more thorns, our creatures are bigger. They can't activate any planeswalkers for the rest of the game. Really interesting. I mean, I guess some might say it's not interesting, but oh yeah, they can't even use Vivian. Good point. Yeah, could have played Wolf Will first, but I did not. Draw into layer, nice. Let's go layer, Haven. I guess I crack Haven. I don't think I need the Haven. F6. Yeah, now we have a 6/7 Cavalier as well. And then we can start attacking with our own layer now. They now that we got a wolf, they want their own wolf. All right. They already played their Boseiju though. Most lists only play 1. I guess I'd just jump with the wolf. It's 26. I could also not attack with layer and then trade for their layer with ours. I like it. Cavalier. Draw. Storm the Festival. There it is. I don't want to mill out either, but oh, and we milled a Storm the Festival as well. I guess I'll just play the one from hand first. Hit layer plus Wolfwell Haven, I guess. Attach auras. And we still have Nissa making more mana as well, which is pretty funny. 10 mana. Flashback Storm. I guess we can't activate a Vivian either. Wolf Willow, Nissa. I feel like we're going to be able to find a win. Choose an oath to keep. Get Nykthos. I guess I can get Boseiju and just Boseiju their land. Then they have no outs, basically. Boseiju. Then just kill Lair of the Hydra. Pretty funny. They can search for a forest. Then I'm just playing land, go. Next turn we can start activating our own layer. Nice. 21 cards in library. We're not really in danger of decking. They storm the festival. They have 12 minutes on the clock. What'd they hit? I can't even tell. They hit a Wolf Willow plus something else, right? Oh, and an Old Growth Troll. Can't even tell what's happening. This game is still going. Flashback storm the festival. I mean, they're gonna mill here. They can't really kill us, I don't think. I don't even think I'm gonna try to activate layer to kill them. I'm just gonna try to mill them out. Leave my layers back on defense. They just have so many jumps. It's just gonna take too much time. And they only have 10 cards in library and they're storming down to 5, it looks like. I can flashback a storm if I want. Yeah, flashback storm. I guess this doesn't really put them down to 5 cards, but I feel like they are going to mill out. Okay, they play another layer. Sure. That doesn't even really do it, I don't think. Storm the festival from hand. Let's go troll, draw, and then just start playing all the storms. Karn that we can't activate. Sure. Nykthos. 24 mana. Let's just get creatures, I guess. Okay. Flashback. Cavalier, we could actually mill out. I don't even think we want that at this point. Because we're drawing extra cards. Yeah, I don't want to mill. I want them to mill. Flashback, Storm. See, we have 14 cards in the library. They have 8. They're drawing down to 7. I don't know if we can play this or not. I'm just going to take up to 2 cards from it. I'm just going to say no. Play land. F6. Can't actually F6 their turn. Was there a Nykthos I could have put into play? I mean, I guess I can just chump their layer here. Are we going to mill out first? We're drawing 2. No, I think they mill out right before we do, if we don't draw any extra cards. They're going to try to go for like an Alpha Strike 2 and make us block. They don't even want to attack. Storm the festival. Okay, just going to pass. I can make some pups as well. I want my Nykthos and both of my layers to be untapped though. Okay. Wolf Willow, just put it wherever. Carry added. Oh, I didn't need to tap that much mana. So hard to even tell what's happening. Do I mill out first? Exactly. I go to I go down to 4. I'm not sure because I go down to 0 cards, right? Uh-oh. Well, then I think we lose. I should have cast one less storm. I should have done the math. They're at 4 cards. No, I think they mill out first. Maybe I'm wrong. Because I go down to 0 cards and then they. Oh, then they go down to 0 cards. I cast one too many storms. There's nothing I can do about it. I can try to send with everything and see if they mess up. And I have the Vivian, but I can't activate it. Oh yeah, I go down to 0, then they go down to 0. Man, punted it. Oh man. Oh, I can only activate that on my turn. Brutal. Attack with the Cavaliers, put a card back on top. Yeah, I'll try for it. They're not going to kill these, though. Is there any other way to kill one of my own Cavaliers? I don't think so. $54 mana. I could have won this game, too. I'm just playing a little too fast and loose here. Let's make that a 39. I'm gonna make this one small and then activate again if they don't like block it or something. They're gonna activate their own layer here, it looks like. But they can chump with their own old growth troll. I guess I could make layer small if they chump that with, or they could chump with their own Cavalier. Attack all at them. Some of my stuff has trample. Yeah, they're not losing their they're not losing their Cavaliers. They're not gonna kill mine. It looks like. Yeah. I just cast that turn where I cast like 3 Storm the Festivals and I didn't even take any cards off the last one. I needed to I needed to not do that. Yeah, they're trying to not mill out themselves, but I'm already dead. Damn. Should have done the math. That had this game in the bag. So they can put 2 cards on top with their Cavaliers and I can't. Also, there was times where I could have chunked with my own Cavalier and I didn't. Playing really poorly right now. I think it's just been too long of a day. Oh, that was only game 1. I should have let the time keep going. I thought that was game 2. Oh yeah, Ronus is interesting actually. I thought that was game 2. I GG'd. All right, let's hunt the hunter. They're also way down on time actually. What's like not that good in the mirror? I don't know if I need these caryatids. They're just pretty bad. Just gonna take them out. I don't think I need Kenrith transformation. I could have it, but just like Oko their thing. Totally thought I totally thought that that was game three. That's how long of a day this has been. This is probably shouldn't have even tried to play this league. Oh, they're definitely bats in Magic. Yeah. Also, we are up on time here, which is nice. I've learned my skills playing fast from playing Pauper. Wolfo, that's fine. So I can play Cavalier of Thorns this turn. Ooh, there's a Kiora. Jeez. So I can do a lot this turn, most likely. So I start by just adding green mana, play Kiora, untap Nykthos, activate again, play Cavalier, draw a card. This draw has been like our best draw. This has been like my best draw with the deck so far, I think. Untap Nykthos, add 5, Cavalier, Forest, and pass. That was turn 3? Jeez. And then we can, yeah, just go like next turn Cavalier into Karn. And I should use Nykthos and Kiora first, probably. Right, they're going Karn, but I can Damping Sphere. It's actually fine. I have enough mana that I don't think that even really stops me, which is pretty crazy. So I just have to start by activating. Oh, Damping Sphere does stop me, obviously, because I don't get to add mana. I made that mistake earlier, too. I'm still really far ahead. I can kill their Karn and just like play a Storm the Festival. I think I'm just doing that. I guess I want to also use Kiora now in case I hit another Kiora off this Storm that I want to take. Storm. Hit Cavalier plus Llanowar, I guess. Draw plus Cavalier trigger. Guess I get Overgrown Tomb. Didn't need to pay there. And attack Karn, attack them, attack them. Just trying to play fast at this point as well. Also, they have Damping Sphere out now too. Sure, it doesn't stop Wolf Will from making extra mana, but they can't nick those anymore, so they're still like behind in this game. They hit Karn and Old Growth Troll. Okay. They're also at 10, so they're almost just dead. We got Pestilent Cauldron, sure. Old Growth Troll. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. But Damping Sphere will make my second card cost 1 more to cast. I mean, I can Karn for Chariot, play it. Oh, I can Karn for. I can't quite. I'm 1 mana short to Karn for Flagship, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, I can Karn for Flagship. Oh, I can just attack and kill them. They jump here and then they just die. Yeah, I guess I can just attack. That works too. Attack with everything. They block here. Yeah. Just wasting my time. Thanks, chat. I'm like deciding how to play my cards, and they're just obviously dead there. That draw was really insane from us. Hunt the Hunter, I could really see just being so broken. Like they Llanowar, we Llanowar, and then we just like get to like eat their thing basically. They're Shocky and Overgrown Tomb, which means they probably don't have really that many lands in hand, or maybe they just have like a Nykthos or something. I think this was a keep as well. Ooh, they kept a one lander. Yeah, with a lot of elves. They have a lot of mana now. Old Growth into another elf. Jeez. 3 cards in hand. Might as well just Karn and make them attack it. What do I get here? I guess I can get Sky Sovereigns. Not bad. I can also get the Immortal Sun. Kind of like the Immortal Sun. Next turn I can just Cavalier and kind of stabilize. Sure, my Karn dies here, but I can just go Cavalier into Storm and then maybe into Immortal Sun afterwards. Maybe I just play this on turn 5. You got Meteor Golem. Okay, well that answers this. Might be in trouble now. They have a lot of mana as well. Kill Karn, attack me for 1. So I can't Wolf Willow. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to just Cavalier here. Layer, pass. They get a second card off their Karn. It's brutal. God Pharaoh statue. That's pretty bad. They play it right now. Then no attacks. Interesting. So this cost me 5 mana. This cost me 8 mana. But then they would just Meteor Golem that. 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Can't really do that much this turn. Guess I can play Kiora for 5. Could I have played Wolf Willow as well? I just didn't want to take too much time. My spells cost 2 more to cast. It's so much more. They can even make this a 6/6. I think I have to attack Karn. Yeah, because now they just can make God Pharaoh statue a 6/6 with their Karn. It's actually pretty good. I could consider chumping it. Yeah, this card's really powerful. Your opponent's spells costing 2 more is really, really bad. But what I could do, potentially, depending on what the opponent does here, I kind of want them to Meteor Golem before I play the Immortal Sun, because I feel like that's a way I can get out of this, and then I could win on time, or just win the game after that. Really should have won game 1. It was a obviously complicated board state. I just needed to do the math on making sure they mill out first. And I took cards off Storm one too many times. I don't even know if I want to chump because I need actually 8 mana to cast this or this. So I guess this makes a mana too. So I guess I do chump. I guess I can just trade and keep it alive at 1. No, because then it doesn't make mana. I think I'll do this. I'll just plan on casting Storm the Festival here. Yeah, obviously if I played a little tighter, I could have. Oh, Milk Daddy, I didn't even see that line either. Yeah, I'm not on my game right now for sure. Should have untapped this. Vivian. 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I still need to just Storm, hit 2 things rather than Immortal Sun. Because if I Immortal Sun, they just go Meteor Golem, kill it. That's really bad. So I can hit Cavalier and nick those, I suppose. Do I need another Chump Walker? I don't even think so. I think I want to nick those. Cavalier into another land. Oh, I can't play anything else. Because of this. Next turn I have a lot of mana. I think I'm going to try to time them out and just play as fast as I can. That could lead to me losing the game too if I make mistakes, but that could end up being good. But they're going to get Sky Sovereign here. Target creature you control deals damage to target creature or planeswalker. Damping Sphere. They stop my Nykthos. Oh, they Karn again first. Then they minus again. Why are they minusing again? They like, don't they have what they need? Are they gonna Graph Digger's Cage? This is so interesting. Tormod's Crypt. To exile my Storm the Festivals. Sure. Damping Sphere. They have 3 minutes on the clock. They have to pay 1 more because they Damping Sphered first. They still have Meteor Golem in hand. They Tormod's Crypt us. We lose 1. Our spells cost a lot more. I think I just play the Immortal Sun. Can I get these Wolf Willows down? They gain Trample till end of turn. I can give both of these Trample, kill Karn, attack them, and just go for the race at this point? Yeah. I can also play a Llanowar Elf. Do I want to minus this turn? I think I just want to give these +1/+1 and trample. And then untap one of them. Attack. I could attack both at them. I don't know if that. I mean, that card makes a God Pharaoh statue, I guess. I'm just going to attack both at them. They take 12. Untap. Play Llanowar. Oh, because of Damping Sphere, I can't play it. Forgot about the Damping Sphere. So I guess they can Meteor Golem kill the Vivian. But then I can just activate Layer, attack them with everything. Pumpkin Queen's getting nervous. I mean, I think both of us could have played this better. Obviously, it's hard when your clock's ticking down in this situation. I should have made them take all their time in game one as well. You never know when the clock's gonna tick all the way down. They're minusing Karn again. What do they even want? Pithing Needle on Vivian. They're trying to type it in. That took them a long time. Elvish Mystic. Old Growth Troll. Do I activate this, or I think I play Troll and attack them with both? I could also play the Immortal Sun at this point. Jumping there and there, they have to. Old Growth Troll dies. I have 4 minutes to 1.5. Damping Sphere is still out. Draw, sure. Llanowar, untap, pass. Okay. And then maybe next turn I activate Lair, attack them with everything. Lucranos. Okay. We have 1.5 minutes. There's a Nissa. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nissa. Plus on Forest. Attack them with both Cavaliers. Oh, I misclicked. That'll happen. And untap Forest. This still only adds. Oh, this does add 2. Interesting. I can also play Karn, I guess. Cost 7. Do I have enough? I don't know if I should have. 2 minutes 40 to 1 minute 11. Let's get Meteor Golem. Pass. I wanted to attack there. They weren't dead on an all-out attack because they were at 6. My stuff doesn't have trample. But they're definitely in rough shape. All right, they kill Cavalier, no trigger. They activate just as a blocker. All right, let's go land. Meteor Golem, the God Pharaoh statue. That annoying thing out of there, plus it's a 6/6. They have 2 blockers. They can block 2 things. I think they're just dead now. They block here, here, take 7. Woo! Oh, they were dead last turn. Nice. We got it. I felt like that was such a sloppy match. That was so rough. I'll try to play another one right now, but I may not finish out this league just because I'm really not feeling confident uh, in my abilities right now. But we'll queue up, and I'll be right back for round 3. That was sweet though. That was sweet. All right, welcome to round 3 against a squadron of goons. Should I play first? Yes, I would. Hands is a little sketchy, right? We need like another forest or something here. But I think we should keep. The one Overgrown Tomb is for the full combo. When you're going infinite Pestilent Cauldrons with multiple Karns and stuff. Ooh, maybe Blue Red Control, maybe Phoenix. Might have to play this second Nick those out just to get a Karn down, but ooh, we're getting owned right now. Land. Maybe this was the mulligan too. Really just needed to draw one forest. And we could have old growth troll, then we would have been totally fine. You can, but I think the one overgrown tomb doesn't cost you that much. It's just kind of nice to have. What they get off Narset? They got Opt. So this is like the Narset Wheel of Fortune deck with Days Undo doing basically. Most likely. I guess it could just be blue red control. It could still be. It can't really be, is it Phoenix? I don't think. Wow. Okay. Well, that was pretty good. Our draw just ended up being bad too against their removal spell. I should have maybe mulliganed, but also if we drew again Forest, that looks totally different. I don't even think they're a thing in the ice deck, so just gonna run it back. I think. Just no sideboard, no problem. It's so funny how like sometimes you can play a match and it takes all of both players' clocks and like it takes like an hour to play the match, and then sometimes you play a game like in 30 seconds. Let's go game two, no sideboard. Oh, okay, here we go. I mean, I'm gonna keep. Pretty much anything except a land is a good draw with this hand. Any threat is good. I like these hands actually. This is like much better than the last hand. Sure, we're pretty far from this storm, but I still like it. Obsidian Jeff just getting a ton of Pauper cards. Awesome. Collective Defiance is pretty sweet in that deck because it's just like a fine, okay card on its own. Oh, that was a good draw. And then with Narset, it's insanely powerful. Um, okay. So I guess I'm just going play land, play Wolfwell Haven, play Llanowar. I can't attack for one, no matter what I do. All right, well, we can turn three cast Storm the Festival, so it's pretty decent. I guess if they Bone Crusher one of our things, we cannot, because we have exactly 6 mana. But 6 mana turn three is a lot of mana. Ooh. So I can Karn. I think just playing Storm the Festival is the line. Wow. I have some good hits here. Cavalier, Old Growth Troll, Vivian. I gotta just take Cavalier plus Vivian, right? That seems so good. Cavalier plus Old Growth Troll honestly seems good too, but Vivian adds power as well, so. I almost click no sometimes there. It's pretty scary. Forest. And then they concede. Okay. Turn three, Storm the Festival. They comboed us last game, we comboed them this game. Jam, no sideboard. Advance to 2-1 in this league. They're taking their time sideboarding? No, they're just jamming. I'm going for it. Even if they kill Llanowar, at least I still have 3 lands. Vivian, I like it. Shock this maybe. This should actually be kind of a rough matchup just because they have so much red removal for our early like ramp creatures. They can slow us down and then they can control the game. probably just play Nykthos, Kiora next turn, and then play Vivian on turn 4. I mean, this hand was certainly a keep. I mean, guess not certainly. And they had the Bone Crusher and they played it. Wow. They're just gonna play it maybe? Yeah. This card is just so good. Especially when you kill something and then get to play it. It's just unbelievably strong. This way we can play Nissa next turn. They can attack our Kiora for 4. They do. They're gonna burn it. They play Thing in the Ice. Okay, they do have Thing. All right. So now I can go for Cavalier or Nissa. I feel like Cavalier just is better. Just stabilizes a little bit better. Let's play. Untap. Looks like they're F6'd. Still think I want to just Cavalier. Also get to draw off Kiora. Nice. Oh my god, I missed off this like 3 times. That's honestly just incredible. I need to like do a calculation of what the chance is to miss off that with the 21 land deck. I feel like you should hit on it like above like high like 90 something percent. You have 5 looks. We have 17 lands left in the deck. Out of we had 48 cards. Somebody hypergeometric that. The chances should be really high, right? Only need 1 success out of 5. That's crazy. And we've missed so many times. Yeah, I'm gonna block. I guess if they kill the Cavalier, I can put Storm the Festival back on top. They kill both those things. That is pretty bad. I don't really want to put anything back on top now. Because I want to draw a land. So I'll just target Storm the Festival and then say no. %91 chance of success. 50%. Either you hit or you don't. That's pretty funny. I don't think we want to put this on top. I'm gonna say no. I want to draw a land, like I said. Wolfwell Haven, not bad. Why don't I Why don't I Oath of Nissa? I guess I can start with Wolfwell Haven into Kiora and then into Oath. I think that's the best line. Untap. Oath. Karn or Sylvan Caryatid? I guess Karn. 4 different planeswalkers in hand. Sweet. Wanted a land, but is what it is. They have Thing on 2, so playing creatures wasn't necessarily that good right there. I was even thinking about like playing Nissa and then plus not turn one of our lands into a creature just so they can't Thing. All right. Looks like they just kill Kiora. That's fine. I'm glad they already flipped this actually. That makes it like a lot easier for us, I think. Old Growth Troll. So I can Nissa into Old Growth Troll. Nissa. Untap this and then play this. Oh, they have the negate. Okay. I couldn't have played Old Growth Troll plus activate Nykthos, but if I draw an untapped land, I can. Go to 11. I feel like we're in a decent spot here. Storm the Festival. We're still on 5 mana. I guess if they have another negate, it's really annoying to play Kiora. Might be safer just to play Old Growth Troll to play around that. So I control, pass, chump, then I get 6 mana, and then I can storm or play multiple planeswalkers. Or I can Kiora if it resolves, then I also get to troll. I'm just gonna go for it. This is just better if it resolves. And if it doesn't, I'm not dead. All right. Still fine, I think. I mean, could end up costing me, but who knows? If I just played Old Growth Troll, maybe I would have wished I'd played Kiora if it just like would have resolved anyway. They need like even more interaction. Oh god, they're paying. They have a Niv Mizzet or a is it Niv Mizzet 6 the red blue dragon. I know they usually play 2 copies. Okay, just Collective Defiance, put me to 1, and then maybe burn me out. Wolf Willow Haven again, jeez. So I think I needed land. So I think I just play Wolf Willow Haven, play Old Growth Troll, try to chump. If they have any interaction, I lose. Fingers crossed. That's 6. Not like this. Not like this. Flame Vest Bolt. Aether Gust. GG's. All right. 1 and 2. We'll keep playing for now. I can keep going. Thought we were going to win that game, honestly. The negate into negate was brutal. Honestly, if I had played Old Growth Troll, they had 3 cards in hand. I just thought it was so likely. It's like, what if their hand was just like Aether Gust or something? I felt like it was worth it to go for Kiora into Troll because if they were just sitting on removal spells, that was the best line. And they just had negate, Aether Gust. I guess people can also start playing a bunch of Aether Gusts against this deck is pretty strong against this deck. Man, this is just not good enough, right? Turn 3 Troll is just not going to win games. All right, this hand is the best we've had. I need to kind of high roll here. I think I'm going to put back Elf Land and just try to like perfectly curve out. Keep the Llanowar over the Mystic. Go turn 2 Kiora, turn 3 Vivian. The Mirror again. Oh god. Karn, not bad. I think I don't use Kiora here because I don't want to trade. I'm light on mana. I'd rather just let them attack Kiora for 1, I guess. It's kind of the same thing, but they might use their mana, then my Kiora is still at 7. I think it's better to just not use it. All right, they got Forest, and then they play Llanowar, Elf. They have 3 cards in hand, but they have a ton of mana. You know what I think I should do here? I think I should Karn for Cage. I'm gonna do it. Now I'll untap because I may want to protect Karn at this point. Oh no, I have to play Cage. Because if they just have land storm the festival, I lose. Now they could have killed Karn, the Cavalier. Okay, this is actually fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's potentially beatable. All right, I have 5 mana. I can Karn for Chariot, play Chariot. Karning for flagship doesn't seem that good. I can Karn for statute, play statute. I almost feel like chariot just to protect all my stuff is the best. It's pretty close here. Guess I mean I do have 6 mana. I don't want to Immortal Sun though, that's the only thing. Statue taps me out, then my planeswalkers die. I don't want to plus on Cage really. Just get Chariot. And go land. Play Chariot. Make 2 things. I don't think I need to untap anything. Pass. I can chump the Cavalier with a cat. Kiora. Okay. Old Growth Troll. That's pretty scary actually, and they get to draw as well. They should attack. They attack Karn. So I can crew, but then I don't have any good blocks. I think I just need to chump here. Could let Karn go. Thing is though, if I chump with cat, I can plus Karn on Chariot and then attack with Chariot, copying a cat, getting more blockers even. I like that. Let's just chump. I can also Vivian make stuff even bigger too. Just kind of annoying for them. Another Karn. All right, plus on Chariot. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker. I can kill their old growth troll with my Vivian, but I think I think plussing is better. Plus here and here. Then attack with Chariot at Kiora. Copied cat. That was pretty sweet. And they're chumping with Troll to get more mana and to save their Kiora. Oh, it doesn't come back because of Cage. We learned that last league. Nice. I can also untap Chariot. That gives me potentially more good blockers. It's crew 4 though. Not sure if it's worth. Oh, and it's already a creature till my next turn. Yeah, that's actually sweet. Another Cavalier. They draw again. Nykthos could be really bad here. They don't hit. Neither of us have hit the Nykthos yet. See, this is the deck everybody's talking about right now. Everybody's playing it. Maybe if they attack, I would just block with like Llanowar, cat, or something. Or just chump. Because killing this, they just put back a Cavalier on top and continue to go off. I think I'll just block here. The copied cat. Okay. There's a Cavalier of our own. Probably should just play that. We draw and we could hit a Nykthos. We do not. Don't think I need second layer actually. Let's get Forest. probably want to make this Chariot a 6/6 as well. It's just plus Karn on Chariot, plus Vivian here and here. And attack Kiora. I guess they can trade. It's kind of annoying, but it's probably worth. I get to make another token. I can start minusing the Karn. They put back Cavalier on top. And that's all I can do, right? I don't think I want to use Kiora. All right, let's pass. Nissa, it's pretty bad. The Cavalier, which we knew about. Did they get nothing? They played Forest, 3 cards in hand. Karn. I think I might need to get the thing that turns off all the planeswalkers now. Unfortunately. Because I'm pretty far behind. But I can get that. I can even get a creature you own from outside the game. So I can even get, I guess, just Meteor Golem with that. I think I need to. I can't let them just use all their planeswalkers again. Sure, my Vivian's doing work, but I don't think I can. Use the ability, yes. Get the Immortal Sun. Minus Vivian. Get Meteor Golem. And then just play the Immortal Sun. Oh wait, let's use Kiora as well. I don't even know if that was good. All my stuff gets buffed. Nobody can use planeswalkers anymore. And no attacks. Nobody can storm the festival. Nobody can activate planeswalkers. Pretty crazy. They have 10 mana though. Sky Sovereign. Did I miss them getting that? I guess. They Karn for that. They kill Llanowar. They can't activate it though now. They don't really have attacks. I can Meteor Golem their Nissa to really take them down off mana, which I'm definitely going to do. And there's Nykthos. Okay, nice. Seven mana. I guess I can Old Growth Troll first. And maybe Wolfwa as well. So it's Old Growth. Draw. Llanowar. Oh, my spells cost 1 less as well. It's Wolfwa Forest. Add a bunch of mana. Llanowar. 12 mana. I can play a fresh Karn, I guess. Might as well. Right. Oh, I also get to draw because it's a 4/4. Let's kill their Nissa. Draw. There's a Storm the Festival that's turned off. I don't even know if this does anything. Just keeps a Karn at 5, I guess. And now I guess I can start activating a big layer. Start attacking. Super grindy. Draw an extra card. There's Cavalier. Sweet. Cavalier. I feel like we should be able to kill them here before they kill us. They concede. Nice. I think that was kind of an early concession, but still. I don't think you should leave home without the Immortal Sun. It seems really good in certain situations in the mirror. All right. Hunt the Hunter coming in. Caryatid coming out. I just really want to play an early Hunt the Hunter. Let's go game 2. We got this. All right, game 2, snap keep. Sounds really good. They mulligan to 5. They snap mull to 5. They mull to 4. Okay, well, I like our chances with this hand. Turn 1 elf, though. I'll see you and raise you an old border mystic. Let's go. They turn 2 troll, though. It's pretty good. Just take 4 off that troll. They only have 1 card in hand now. We can play Nissa next turn. Just be taking some damage here. I guess our Nissa is going to probably take a hit off that. Ooh, they had to hunt the Hunter. That was actually pretty good. That time walked us. I feel like if they were going to do that, they should have just done it and then attacked for 5. I guess we could potentially lose this if they have another good play. Kiora. Don't know if that actually does it. Because I get to go Nissa and then next turn Storm. I'm going to just attack this for 3. Attack Kiora. Definitely just take a hit off troll here. If they have another Hunt the Hunter, could be pretty bad. Yep, we take. Definitely not blocking. They're only on 4 mana here. Oh, they're untapping Old Growth Troll, and that's it? Okay, nice. So I can go Wolf Haven here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. Let's just start with this. I don't even know if I need to do that. Storm. Is Karn Old Growth Troll better, or is Kiora Old Growth Troll? I think Karn Old Growth Troll is the best. Minus Karn. Do I get Chariot again here? I'm only gonna have like, I have 6 mana this. Oh, I can just play a statue. Okay. Nissa can be pretty insane too. Not bad. Sweet. We got him. All right, 2 and 2 after some misplays here. Let me see what time it is here. Um, I think that's actually going to wrap up this video. I like to post full streams whenever I can, but I think I'm honestly just too exhausted and I got to take care of my mental health. But it's been a really fun stream. So thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks everyone for watching this YouTube video. Again, youtube.com/snapbolt. Please go check out the YouTube channel. Subscribe on Twitch if you want to, but really subscribing on YouTube is the best way to support me. youtube.com/snapbolt. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Peace.